okay, we'll get back to this element 115, which
Mhm.
is kind of an interesting thing. Lazar says that he first had knowledge of it when he was working in this area S4.
Mhm.
Here's the problem. His theory on where this material came from was that it was made by it was formed naturally by stars.
By
Okay,
stars.
by stars. Well, okay, let's okay, fine. Okay, it was caused by. However, I do know a little bit about the periodic table. I know that stars, the heaviest element stars produce is iron, up until a point they burn out, and that's a lot less. That's a lot lower on the periodic table than 115 because it's stable. Anything over 109 isn't stable. It's synthetically made. So
Mhm.
okay, so right then and there, you know, you're full of crap because it's not stable. All right, it's not. It just isn't stable. And with a lifespan of like 220 milliseconds, I mean, so so how did he figure out? Let's use this term, you know, 115. Well, the simple fact is, back in the 1960s, there were scientists that believed that the periodic table could go from as far as 120 to 126. However, everything over 109 is synthetically made. So all you got to do is put a number to it. Yay, element 119. Hey, nobody's heard of it yet, right? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
bullshit. Um, so no, but to even go back further than that. So this is the 60s, 20 years before he even came out with this element 115. They were already talking about it. Actually, they had gone past 115 up to 126.
Mhm.
So they knew about this. So technically, what this element 115 is made of is a bombardment of calcium, and this really fricked up word. It's like a maculum, America, whatever the hell it is that I can't pronounce.
Sounds like something I'd take in a multivitamin.
Right, but here's the really bizarre thing about it is when they bombard these two elements together, they it comes up with this element 115.
Mhm.
But theoretically, you could have made element 113 in 1944 because calcium was discovered in 1808. This other chemical, 1944. So if they bombarded those two together in 1944, they could have come up with element 115. So no damn spaceship had to come down here to tell us how to make it. We already had the stuff to make it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's just I gotta sit there sometimes. I gotta throw these out once in a while to read. He's probably looking for element 125. I don't know, 122. What else do I have here? Calcium. So, I mean, technically, yeah, they could have made
I
this.
guess he's out of his element, you could say, right?
Well, you know what? See, people, and I'm actually going to attach a link to this by a doctor uh, that's a psychologist who has listened to uh, Lazar's interviews and this and that, and he kind of comes up with the same conclusion I do. I mean, listen, the guy's made a lot of money on it. George Knapp is never going to admit that the guy's cuckoo. I mean,
Mhm.
throw his career into a toilet bowl, which he did with Dennis Martin anyway. Um, Corbell just took advantage because he knows these people out there want to believe in something so bad, just like this other dude. You know, but the fact is, when you start breaking down the reality of everything he's saying, leaving
Mhm.
the UFO, I don't give a crap about little green aliens, little gray
As
aliens.
until they land on the planet.
Yeah, listen, you know what? When War of the World comes, I'm ready, baby. I'm locked and loaded. I don't care. I'll be knocking them off like a tin can on a fence post. I ain't worried about their ass.
Yeah, they'll probably all be killed by the COVID-19 virus anyway. So
Yeah, just like Orson Welles, where they come down and they all die from the stuff in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Another funny thing was during this Corbell interview with Bob Lazar, he pulled out this thing, and Bob was talking about this thing you could put your handprint on, and you know, it would measure the bone density and this and that, and it was top secret, this, that, and all this stuff. And Corbell comes out with it. Is this it? You know, he just oh my God, I haven't seen this picture in 30 years. You know what, both of these are so full of shit. You know why? Because I found one. As a matter of fact, that same system went public in 1971, and they used it in 1977 on Close Encounters of the Third Kind, baby, because here's a picture of it right in the. I don't know if you can see that or not, but see that? Close
hard
Encounters.
to see. You'll have to have your son
So,
probably have your son
you know what? Why don't
put
you
the image
put
there.
more